Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and those of you who don't know what the hell you are yet. Hopalong PR here, and I finally found that fucking fuck. He was in here, then I had to go back there and go all around, although it was hilarious because Schera had to, well, let's just say, use her womanly assets on someone. It was quite an ordeal to see, and the person spoke in just complete caricatures, not even in English anymore. So that was probably his boner taking over and talking for him. But anyway, we digress back into the main storyline. Oh, hello. You're Estelle and Scherazard, right? Yes, good evening. We're here to investigate the Order of the Mayor, but is Mr. Radford okay? Yes, but there's been no change, I'm afraid. He's sound asleep and it seems comfortable, but we cannot wake him no matter what we do. Is there only option is to wait and watch over him till morning? I'm afraid so. That's all I can do now, at least. I know this is a bad time, but could we ask you a few questions? Of course. I don't know if we can answer everything, but we'll be happy in any way I can. Thank you, you two. Firstly, where did Radford fall asleep? Around 5:30, I guess. The place, well, just outside the door, essentially. Outside the door? So what, in the hallway? Yes, I heard a knock at the door, say I'm home. I locked the door to greet him, but when I did, I found my father-in-law on the ground, unconscious. To be honest, I kind of thought father had simply gotten drunk. Again. But I couldn't smell any alcohol in his breath. Thought it was strange, and then we couldn't wake him, no matter what we did. So I went to go see Father Divine. I see. Thank you for the situation. One last question, if I may. Was there anything odd about the situation before Radford fell asleep? Anything odd? You mean like this blasted fog? Aside from that, for example, did you see anyone odd or hear any strange noises? Come to think of it, when we were dragging Radford in, you noticed it too? And all this fuss, I thought I'd just imagined it. What is it? When we were putting Radford to bed, we both heard, it seems like a sound of a bell. Sound of a bell. Hold on a sec, didn't we hear one too? Surprisingly lovely, really. Thought simply someone rang one. Thank you. You've given us a lot of information. Remember anything else, please contact the guild straight away, all right? Yes, of course. Well, excuse us then. Be back to check up tomorrow. Okay. Thank you, Estelle. Sorry about that. Okay, now we're back to trying to figure out what the fuck is going on with all these people. So all we know right now is that they all collapsed relatively around 5 o'clock. Other than that, yeah. All right, so we went there. The hotel, I think, has a person. Up and here? No. Here? No. Oh. I wanted to enter the room. It's one of those things when, as soon as you're told you can't do something, immediately the first thing you want to do is to do the thing that you're told you can't do. What? I'm not alone on this one. Trust me. It's closely related to the sour milk theory. No. Fuck. I entered that house. Did I explore the bottom down here? Yes, I did. Oh, wait. I might actually have to use my map. What an odd, what an odd stance for me to use. Oh, dearie me. Estelle Bright. Look at you, senior bracer and everything. Hi, Miss Maggie Pat. Miss Maggie Pat? Sorry about, didn't say hi earlier. We heard about Luke. Estelle. Estelle. Ah. Whoa, hey Pat, is it that bad? Oh, well, you see, our little Pat is the one who found Luke after he collapsed. Oh no. Pat, don't worry. It'll be okay. Maggie, how's your grandson? Is he hurt? No, not at all. He's just sound asleep. Really, I think it's all a bit of a fuss. He'll be right as rain tomorrow, I'm sure. Little rascal just wore himself out like boys do, you know. Really, him not waking up? Foolish. Foolish. Maggie. Hey, Pat, can you tell us what happened when Luke fell asleep? Huh? We're investigating something that happened on behalf of the mayor, on behalf of the town. Pat, if there's anything you can tell us, it might help us solve this and wake Luke up. Please, Pat. Estelle. Okay, I'll tell you. Thanks, Pat. So where and when did Luke fall asleep? I wasn't there when he fell asleep, but I found him on top of the clock tower. I think it was just past 5. We were playing hide and seek in the fog. I was there and I was looking for Luke. I found him. He was asleep. Thought he was just being a jerk and tried to wake him up, but he wouldn't. I see. Or wait, one thing I don't see. Who the heck carried Luke down the clock tower? Oh, that was Mr. Paddington. Came up and found us just when I was trying to figure out what to do. He said he'd come to make sure the clock was working and the fog wasn't causing any problems. Oh yeah, that's just like Mr. Paddington. Okay, I think I've got the gist of it. Pat, I was wondering, when you were playing, did you see anything strange happen? Strange? Did you see anyone who didn't recognize? Hear any strange sounds? Like Estelle said, anything could help. I don't remember much except the white of the fog. I do remember thinking really creepy not seeing anyone at the landing port. I see. So creepy fog aside, nothing really suspicious. Nuts. Seems that way. Thank you, both of you. You've given us some food for thought. Glad we could be some help, dearie. Estelle, is Luke gonna be okay? Yeah, you bet he will. Pat, don't cry anymore, okay? Luke will tease you if he finds out when he wakes up, you know. Okay. Yeah, I won't cry anymore. Atta girl, Estelle. You know how to handle children well. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Who do I have to talk to still? Okay, I have to go to the mayor's house. Okay. Well, thank goodness I decided to check that. Otherwise, I'd be still searching in the town. God and Jesus know how long it would take for me to actually, go to the mayor's house. Way too long. That's the answer. All right. Nope. Up, yeah. Yep, there we go. Estelle, Schera, welcome. Hi, ma'am. Did Mayor Claus tell you about us? Yes, you're investigating the fainting cases. If there's anything I can do to help, please feel free to ask. Thank you. Well, firstly, how's Lita? Lita, she won't awaken no matter what we do. Pray she'll wake normally come the sunrise. That's worth in this fog. But for now, all I can do is keep an eye on her. That's awful. Where exactly did Lita collapse? Do you remember when? Saw them pass out just about 5 o'clock. Stepped out of the kitchen and found her collapsed in the entryway. I panicked a little, needless to say, and called for Klaus, who was able to carry her to bed. But I think there are others affected in the same way. She collapsed in the entryway? Hang on, was the door locked at the time? I don't believe it would have been. After all, people have been visiting all day to speak to my husband how to deal with the fog. Well, that's a list of suspicious sludge long. Okay, how were you in the kitchen, by the way? About 30 minutes, I suppose? Alright, you have a good picture of what happened. One last thing, if I may. Was there anything strange before or after Lita collapsed? Strange? What do you mean? Did your house have any unfamiliar visitors, or were there any odd sounds? Anything you can think of, ma'am. Let me think. Well, I'm not sure I'd call it strange, but it was memorable. While I was in the kitchen, I heard the faint sound of a bell. Sound of a bell here, too. Such a lovely sound. I thought Lita rang it, perhaps. That reminds me, I haven't been able to find that bell. Wonder if she could put it. You've given us a lot to think about, ma'am. If anything else happens, please contact the guild at once. Yes, of course. Oh, and everyone, do be careful, won't you? Yeah, we will. Thanks for your help. Okay, so we know... Well, is that everybody now? Yep. Oh, sorry about that. Let's see. There we go. Sorry about that. I accidentally clicked off of something. Well, clicked off this game end. Apparently the game gets all touchy if you do, and it doesn't keep playing music. But anyhow, I think that's everyone. And I'm going to save it here. I'm a paranoid saver. What can I say? That and I follow the gamer's creed of save and save often. Okay, cool. We have the stuff. So you're investigating Coma's cause officially of a half mayor class. Good. It's questioning going pretty well. I've heard from the families of everyone who's been affected, but I think we're ready. All right, let's call everyone together and compare notes on what we've discovered. Let's see, no one's actually seen anybody collapse yet. And Luke is the youngest one, which is odd, so the testimonies of all those close affected are particularly interesting. There's going to be at least one common thread amongst them. Yeah, there were no witnesses. Because the time varies differently, but it wasn't that differently. No witnesses to anyone collapsing at all. I get it. They were supposed to put sleep when they were alone, what you're saying. And that, the fog begins to make sense. It's hard to see anything when the vision's this poor. A demon that devours the souls of its victims, unseen by others, shrouded in the fog. A horrific image, to be sure, but one which fits our antagonists perfectly. Ah, that's scary. Thanks for the nightmare for you, Olive. In that case, we do have a testimony on the identity of our demon. Son of a bell and a woman robed in black. I'd say it's safe to say both of them are related to our slumbering citizens. Problem is, though, the list is the only one who saw the woman in black. Maybe it's just a coincidence? I very much doubt that. You have to remember what happened at the place that the woman was seen. Oh! Luke collapsed, wasn't it? Yeah. Oh, yeah! That's where Pat found Luke. There's no way that's a coincidence. The woman in the black is... There's no question now. It's the enforcers skulking around the mist here in Roland. Son of a... Fog from an unknown source and people collapsing in comas would be our phenomena, then. Sound of the bell is the message. At least we know the nature of the foe now. I'm going to be contacting the other guild branches, especially Elnod, and let them know of our situation. What do you plan to do? It's almost certain there will be more attacks on the citizenry. We need to spend the night patrolling. Yeah, I'm up for that. We do it in a shift. It should be able to rest a little, too. You shouldn't worry about that. Huh? Leave the night patrol to us guys. Y'all go home and get some rest. But wait. It's a good idea, Estelle. You look dead on your feet. I know this has been draining for you. Take Chloe and Dita home with you and you three get some rest. But, okay, I will. Sherazard? Why are you acting like you're talking about someone else? I said leave the patrol to us guys. What? It's really not about gender, mind. But you've been working yourself as raw as Estelle has on this case all day. Let us handle the things for tonight. You go rest. Now wait just a minute. I'm a B-rate bracer. I don't need to be handheld like some... Schera, do not look a gift horse in the mouth, Your words protest your lack of weariness, but your body language states otherwise. Is it also the responsibility of a bracer to stay rested and ready to act? Very well. Schera, Agate, Zane, be careful out there, alright? Leave it to us. Well, remember you guys, be ready for action tomorrow morning. Cool. Olive, why are you trying to shirk your responsibilities? You're a dude. Let Estelle lead us to your home. Why exactly coming with us, Olive? Fear not, my sweet. Olive Lenham is a perfect gentleman, would never overstep his bounds, especially in gathering lovely ladies such as this. Nay, my purpose is merely to protect you. Olive, I think we'll be alright, really. Oh, we'll be protected, alright. Once I tie you to a mattress and throw you in the river, that is. Yay, idiot! What the hell are you doing out here? You figure out who will be on patrol and when. What? Agate, the muse of comedy touches you. Do you not simply that you and Zane would handle the patrol? No, I said leave it to us guys. Last I checked, that includes you. But I could be wrong. Come on, get inside. Agate, wait a moment. Do you not realize a gathering such as this is no common occurrence? I'll enjoy it enough for the both of us. Let me go. Yeah, you get inside. Come on. Well, that's probably the best way to domesticate Olive on the whole. How the heck can he not show any, tension or anything in a predicament, though? It's hard to tell sometimes whether he's joking or really serious. Pretty sure he was 100% serious. One way or the other, though, he's a bad influence on Dita, yeah. I feel kind of sorry for Olive, though. Schera? It's nothing. As much as I despair to borrow his words, he did have a point. We shouldn't have it call it a night soon. Yeah, that's true. Okay, Dita, Chloe, follow me. I'll show you guys the way. Okay. So what's going to happen now? Who's going to attack and when and what? Oh. They're all cute. Hmm? Was that a door? Oh, Estelle, what? No, sorry to wake you, Dita. Just gonna go make sure I locked up properly, alright? Be back, so you just snuggle up and go back to sleep, okay? Okay. Back soon, Estelle. She is in that state where you are asleep and you don't really care what's going on if you can just lay your head back down, close your eyes for a bit. Should I just share Chloe? Best double check the beds and locks though. Okay, so Chloe is asleep. She really freaked out when told her she'd be sleeping in Joshua's room. Really kind of adorable. Mm-hmm. Dean, everyone, what should I? Chloe. Tuck you in. We'll do our best, okay? Adorable. So that leaves one person unaccounted for. Huh? But it's so warm. Where on earth could Schera go at this hour? Not out that door. There she is. Schera? Oh, Estelle, is something wrong? I heard the sound and got up. I checked it out. Thought it might be you. It was. I'm sorry. Being able to wake up when you sense the slightest change in the environment. Now you're acting like a proper bracer. Well, I don't know about that. I think I'm just nervous. Got a lot on my mind and I kind of feel confused. I see. So, hey, will the card showing you anything? Let's take a look. The Inverted Emperor. Mercy, empathy, trust, difficulty, inexperience, and uncertainty regarding your enemies. I don't have that card has that much meaning. What do you mean by certainty regarding my enemies? I didn't draw that card for you, Estelle. Sounds like you got to think some of that does apply to you, though. It won't have anything to do with what Mr. Burns about, would it? Oh, I'm sorry, Estelle. I'm really trying not to rush you. But I do think getting off your chest would help, though, once you're ready. Schera, do you have a few minutes? Honey, you're practically my little sister. You have all my minutes. That's what older sisters are for. Aw, Schera. Could you take a look at this? Estelle handed over the photo. What? Well, this answers one question at least. See why you've been so distracted. Yeah. But he's with him as a front of sorts for whatever Calandines he's doing. Yes, I see. With them, he can do the sorts of things he couldn't easily do if he was having to maintain a bracer's face. Wonder what his goals are, though. Schera? Aren't you just a little surprised? To be completely honest, I was expecting far worse. Remember hearing the soldiers attacked during the bandit raid were simply knocked unconscious, not killed. I'm certain Joshua's skill had a lot to do with that. Yeah, that's true. Getting caught on film was a bit careless of him, though. Should demand better of a student of mine. Well, to be fair, it was Dorothy who took it. Sometimes I swear it's like the hand of the goddess guiding her pictures or something. She does seem possessed of the camera of miracles, yes. So, Schera, shouldn't I hand this photo to Anya or Elnan? As a rule, bracers only have one obligation. That is to come of aid to civilians who are unjustly harmed and to aid and prevent such acts whenever possible. So let me ask you, is Joshua a danger to the citizenry? Will he work with the Kapuas to bring terror to the liberal skies? What? No! He would never do anything like that. Then you have exactly zero obligation to report anything. And I see no reason to say anything either. Ultimately, it comes down to whether or not you believe in Joshua or not. Or is that actually an ongoing question? I believe in him. I do trust him. I'm just so worried. He's out there somewhere, and I don't know where, and he's got those cold, unfeeling eyes. Looks like he doesn't care what happens to himself. I almost want to talk to Dad and try to get Joshua put into protective custody or something. Estelle. But then, what did I do all this for? Was that because I want to bring Joshua back myself? But then maybe I'm just being a selfish little girl. And, ow. Yeah, once I get in this far, the headache sets in. I see. I wouldn't worry, Estelle. Coming to an answer in old ways. I won't fret. What do you mean? From the sound of it, you have a fairly good grasp of what you're feeling on this. All you've lost sight on is what you want to actually do. You'll find the answers you need if you take it one step at a time. I know you will. Schera, you always seem a lot calmer now than you did when you got off the airship. You certainly seem to know what you need to do right now, at least. Yeah, that's true. When I heard that Alessia's mom and Luke would both collapse, I actually felt kind of motivated, you know? Like, I can't sit around in my own little rain cloud. My own problems seemed to fade into the distance after that. Oh, great. Now I sound like a vapid, flighty palm. I don't know about all that. You're definitely cute enough to be a palm. Do you think you should keep moving forward? You've always solved your own problems the best by putting one foot in front of the other without stopping. Thanks, Schera. Now I sound like a charging rhinociter, not a palm. Still, really, thanks. I think I kind of see the answer in the distance now. I hardly did anything special. Anyway, Joshua's doing pretty well for himself now, isn't he? Never thought that he and that bandit girl would be such a match, but they are cute together. Oh, great. Now you're getting in on that. We don't know if there's anything going on there, you know. Oh, you think not? She was a very strong-willed, boyish sort of a girl. And yet beneath that, there's a sort of deep burn sense of refinement to her. That sounds just like the kind of girl Joshua would snuggle tenderly with. Schera, did you become a perverted old man while I wasn't looking or something? The fog seeped into your brain, didn't it? As they overcome perils together, the soul becomes fertile with affection. Oh, but Estelle, why are you worried? If someone steals Joshua from you, all I have to do is take back your man. Bright versus Kapua, a struggle to the death. Note to self, never talk to Schera about anything in the future. At all. Ever. I'm joking, Estelle, really. Still though, if you do want to worry about Joshua, that would be the thing I'd worry about more in your shoes. You two are at that age after all. Oh, believe me, I'm plenty worried on that front too. Like, there's Chloe for starters. Nothing. Totally said nothing. Anyway, despite all that, I'm actually a lot calmer now. Thinking about getting back to bed. You gonna stay up, Schera? No, I won't be too long getting back in bed myself. Gotta tell the others had a point about getting some rest. That's true. What is it? Schera, is there something you're worried about? A little perhaps. Give me a day or two, Estelle. We can talk about it then. Well, okay. Promise I won't worry about it too much either then. Just keep your own advice in mind. Don't drive yourself crazy or anything. Don't worry. Got a bothersome little sister to handle all the crazy in my life. Well, good night, Schera. Good night, Estelle. We'll see if she follows her own advice. Highly doubt it. The inverted emperor. Experiencing uncertainty regarding your enemies. Losing sight of what you want to do. I wonder who I was really talking about. Mm-hmm. Who were you talking about, Schera? Hmm? 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 Morning. What? Oh, okay. Schera is still with us. Gotta say, wasn't expecting that. Oh, the meters are thicker than yesterday. Yes, it's definitely getting worse. But God, the others are okay. At this point, good question. If it was a patrol, I'm kind of worried. Let's go to the guild house. We should be able to hear about last night, along with anything else. Good idea. Okay, I'm going to end the episode here, so thank you guys for watching. I'll be back in the next episode really soon.